Hi everyone, and welcome to Ray of Sunshine Tarot. I'm so excited to have you here. This reading today was really fun, and I do feel like there's a lot of healing and insight that can be gained through these readings. This is all focused on what if it's not actually over. So this is about a past love that you disconnected from and you're not really sure exactly what happened. And so your guides are coming through to help bring healing and insight today. It was really fun to do these readings. So there's 4 piles to choose from. Take your time and pick a pile that resonates with you, that feels right to you. And if you want to look deeper into any of these messages or something completely different, you can order a personal reading on my Etsy shop at rayofsunshinetarot.etsy.com. I love doing personal readings, so that'd be really fun. And also, I'm starting a Patreon if you're interested in joining us over there. I'm going to be doing weekly pick-a-card readings, and the community gets to pick the topics. And if you would like to donate to help me keep this channel going, the links for that are below, and I would be so grateful for all of your support. And I also created a tarot course, and I teach tarot with music, and it's a really fun way to learn tarot. And we go so much deeper than that. I teach you how to connect with your ancestors and guides in a really personal way, and you can do it on a daily basis, hour by hour, and you can be led and helped through any moment, any challenge that you have, whether it's like, I'm not sure how to parent my child right now, I'm not sure if this job is right for me. Your guides always have something to say about it, and it's really fun to be able to communicate with them in that way. And so I share my secret with you about how I talk to my guides, and I teach you tarot. I teach you how to strengthen your clairs, your psychic abilities, because we're all psychic. The only thing that's missing for the development of our psychic abilities is practice. So the link for the tarot course is also below. But let's get into the reading today. Take your time, pick a pile that resonates with you, and I hope these messages are healing for you. Hello, dear heart, and welcome to this pick a card reading all about what if it's not actually over. This is a reading for people who have gone through a breakup and they're not really sure what happened. Why did it end? There's like a mystery to be solved. This is not a reading for people who broke up with a douche canoe and you know exactly why it ended. I never encourage people to stay in unhealthy and abusive relationships. This is so this reading is not for you if you are coming from an abusive relationship. Please keep moving forward and break free, dear heart. But for the rest of us, let's get into this reading. And a lot of cards came out for you. We have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card and the King of Swords. I think that there's a truth that would really change everything here. And because I feel like this breakup happened because of a massive misunderstanding. Yeah, let's get into the tarot first, and then I'll share the oracle card at the end. I feel like this relationship, we have the Ten of Swords to start. This ending was so painful for you. This really shattered your heart. You may have felt a little bit betrayed, and because you didn't understand what happened here, there was a lot of chaos. There could have been other people involved, other opinions that influenced this walking away. I feel like, yeah, someone walked away, and there were opinions from other people about what they should do, what they should feel, and what they should think. That is coming through. But also, I feel like this person may have felt rejected by you. They may have felt like you did not see them as your lover. My guides wanted me to share this song. Is by Vault Boy, and I think it's called Did You Ever See Me As Your Lover, but I'm not sure. The lyrics go like this. Did you ever see me as your lover? When you're lying in my bed, was there another in between us under covers, someone hiding in your head? I remember when you told me that you were lonely, and I said I could probably make that go away. You said, I just want somebody who can hold me and make it feel like everything will be okay. Maybe someone here felt like this situation, we were just friends and nothing more than that. Or they may have felt like there was a lot of competition for you, that you weren't interested in choosing them. Maybe they felt friend-zoned, or maybe like they thought that's all you wanted. And because of that, I feel like, they felt like it was just time to go. There's nothing here for me. There's no love here for me. And the quote that they wanted me to share goes like this. Just so we're clear, people have only seen the decisions that you made, not the choices that you had. They didn't see what you fought with. They didn't see what you overcame. So I don't know if this is you or your person, put the energy where it fits, but yeah, I feel like someone was going through a lot here, and it's like they had no choice but to walk away from this connection. But they also felt like they were not chosen, that they were not worthy to be chosen. And they may have gotten into another relationship. We have the Lovers card coming out. And yeah, I feel so that's where it ended. You walked away, you're in another relationship, so I had no choice but to walk away. Yeah, and I feel like as you or your person was walking away, it's like I didn't want to walk away. The Seven of Swords coming out here. And in the original tarot, it's like the man running away with all the swords is actually looking back. So I feel like this was a choice that they didn't want to make, but they felt like they had no other option. And also, I feel maybe because the opinions of others were so involved in this leaving and this person didn't know themselves well and didn't know that they could make their own choices, or they didn't know that they could say no or stand up for themselves. My guides want me to share this quote as well. It says, everybody talks to me like I'm the one, I'm the one who should change. Why should I change? I never even got to figure out who I am. So who am I going to change? That's crazy. So I feel like the opinions of other people around this person were pretty loud, and it's almost like they were never allowed to say, this is what I want, this is what I choose. And that influence really pulled them to walk away when they didn't want to. Yeah, oh, that's sad. Actually, when I was channeling the messages for this reading, I cried. This is a connection that was very precious to someone or to the both of you. And so the channeled message that my guides wanted me to share goes like this. I think about us often. You were a bright light and a healing light. With you I felt free, happy, and safe. You have always been so precious to me, even though we're not talking anymore. I miss you. I've always missed you, and I wish I was worth choosing. I loved you so much. So this person really, really loved you. But yeah, it's like maybe they started focusing on their career, their education, like maybe with the King of Pentacles coming out here, or maybe they made this choice to make other people proud of them. That may be a thing too, and they broke away. And you may feel like this person gave up on you, but I feel like something happened here where they felt rejected by you, and that's why they walked away. They wanted me to share this quote. It says, you say you gave up. No, they say you gave up. They say you walked away, but the truth is you were pushed by lies, pushed by silence, pushed by the feeling of being unwanted. Even when you gave your all, you stayed quiet when it hurt. You smiled when you were breaking. You loved them. Even when they made you feel like a burden, you still they act like you left for no reason, but no one talks about the nights you cried. No one saw how hard you tried. They just saw the moment that you stopped and blamed you for finally choosing yourself. You didn't change, you just got tired of being the only one who cared. You stopped answering, you stopped explaining, stopped showing up for people who never showed up for you. Now they miss your energy and your loyalty, but they'll never admit that they caused the distance. So next time they call you cold, just smile, because the old you isn't gone. They just don't get to see it anymore. So yeah, going back up here, this person felt rejected by you, so they didn't feel like they had any other choice but to leave. And this person is viewing the situation as if they put in so much effort and they didn't get anything back. And that is like from their view. So I'm not blaming anybody here or saying that's what happened. That's just kind of where their mindset was at when they chose to walk away from you. There was silence, there was misunderstandings, there was this feeling of not being chosen. And yeah, kind of like the channeled message, I wish I was worth choosing. And so yeah, there's that. And they also wanted me to say that, yeah, as far as, where's my card? As far as why this person left, or like the truth of why they left, I feel like you didn't know how much this person saw you as a treasure. And yeah, it's like, the world is full of beauty and you make it even more beautiful, is what this person would want to say to you. But I feel like you didn't know that. And maybe because you felt like this was a friendship situation, maybe you felt like they had other people, they wanted other people, you may have pushed them away. Maybe it's you that didn't feel like you were worth choosing, or maybe it was a mutual feeling that you both had, and that's why you pushed each other away. And this is so sad, because I think because of this misunderstanding that you had, or you both had, the only thing that was offered here is silence, with High Priestess coming out. There was so much love and so much to say that went left unsaid, but I feel like it was never spoken because of the situation. Maybe you both felt rejected, and so you just kept it moving, with the Chariot card coming out. And I feel like this is a message for you, actually, because this may have broken your heart so deeply. So now the message to help mend your broken heart is this. I feel like this could have really shattered your whole world, your heart. And this is a quote by Chase McDaniel. He said, "What would I say to someone standing on the side of a bridge, wanting to end their life? I would say that if you jump tomorrow morning when you normally wake up, your current problems will be gone. You won't have to look in the mirror and wonder what's wrong with you. Your brain won't feel constantly hijacked with terror and whatever other horrible feelings that you have about yourself, life, and the things you've done and the things that you've lost will disappear. You won't have to feel them anymore. But also, tomorrow morning, when you would normally wake up, there will be a handful of people on this planet whose lives will be forever affected by this decision. Their world will stop spinning. You will be in every song that comes on, every movie that they watch, every person they meet. When they are asked about the greatest thing they've ever lost, it will be your name on their tongue. Some will be people that you had no idea cared about you that much. If you jump, you're never going to meet the version of you who overcame this situation. You'll never have the chance to say, I stared darkness in the face and fought like hell until the day that it let me go. That fighter is inside of you. And though it's tired, it's counting on you. So you can feel the peace on the other side of this. Meet the people you haven't gotten a chance to love yet, and be loved by the people who haven't gotten a chance to know you and love you for exactly who you are yet. What's at the bottom of the bridge is a permanent, irreversible decision that you can never take back. What's on the other side seems harder for a while, but it's a human experience full of possibilities that no longer exist if you jump. I know you only want to feel better, or that your situation will change, but the version of you that overcomes this has that and more. You have worth far beyond what your brain allows you to see right now, and you are loved. Just imagine what you can do with that worth and all the love that hasn't been discovered yet. Imagine what it can feel like to not feel horrible anymore, not because you're gone, but because you won. Imagine that future you who figured it out, however far down the line that feels to go, however far down the line you have to go for it to make any sense. Don't worry if it seems far, because it can change quickly. Tell that person that you're coming, because you have a purpose that hasn't been completed yet, and you have love to give and to be given, and it's really important that you're here to do it. If you don't know anyone who can love you like this, let me be the first, because I see a version of me exactly where you are standing. At one point, I hated him, but now I love him too. I remember what it felt like to be so far gone, and I'm so sorry that you've had to feel like this for so long. It's unfair, but let's figure this out, because no one should have to feel this way alone. So going back to the bottom of the deck energy, I feel like this truth and this clarity coming through, this misunderstanding being resolved, will really help the both of you rise to a better understanding in this relationship. And once that understanding is achieved, there's a possibility that a message will be coming through. The World card. Yeah, the World card is all about closing a chapter of maybe this misunderstanding. It's also about travel. You might be traveling soon. And the Knight of Pentacles is about commitment. Committing to your person. It's almost like if this truth was understood, there would be no question on either side about what to do next. Because I feel like this love was so real. It just was, buried under all of these untruths and misunderstandings. Yeah, and when the illusion is cleared and the truths are learned, that's the path to the sun. That's the path to the happiness. That's the path to a massive transformation in this relationship and a brand new beginning in love and in passion and in light. And that's what your guides want you to know, that you both deserve, because I feel like this was and it has the potential to be a really beautiful connection. The Oracle card that my guides want me to share in regards to this situation is called Wish. And it says, your heart's desire is ready to come true. So if you have felt disconnected, maybe communication with your person and really getting to the bottom of what happened here would clear so much up for the both of you. And I feel like this pain was felt on both sides. And my guides, the last message they wanted me to share is, I hope August is good to you. So maybe something is happening this month. I'm recording this in August, so maybe something significant will be happening this month. If you're watching this in a different month, I'm saying the timing, something significant will happen within 30 days in regards to this relationship, for the healing of it. So, and a wish can come true. So that's the message for you, Pile 1. I hope this was helpful and brought some clarity to you and some healing. And I'm so grateful you're here, dear heart. Stay, because there's so much love for you on the other side. Hey Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. I'm so excited to have you here. This is a message all about what if it's not actually over. And of course, this is a message for people who have had a relationship end and you're not really sure why. If you left a toxic relationship with someone who's abusive and cruel, I would never encourage you to go back to them. This is to get more clarity and understanding about why a relationship with someone that you loved very much came to an end, and potentially find healing for that connection. So this reading is going to cover the current situation around the leaving, or like the separation, and then a message from your person as to what they would want to say to you, and then the eye-opening truth, and then finally a message to mend your broken heart. So to start off, the situation that ended things, I feel like, this is really sad. Your person had so much love for you, or I would even say your person has so much love for you. It's unconditional, and I feel like it's always type of love. And it's gonna make me cry. And this person never felt good enough for you. You can see in the Page of Pentacles, they thought, like, if I do more, if I learn more, if I become more, then I'll be worthy of Pile 2. And because they didn't feel like they were, this really broke their heart, the Three of Swords. This person had, the way they viewed this situation was that I have to become more, I have to change who I am to be loved. My guides wanted me to share this quote, this poem by State a Poet. He said, "If loving me was so hard and draining, I'm truly sorry for the weight it added. I know I'm not the easiest to hold, not the easiest to understand, and I regret all the moments I made it more difficult for you. I am full of flaws and contradictions. I'm sorry for the times I've tested you, the times I've caused any exhaustion. Please just know I never meant to cause any of it. Yet, I hope you see the love that I was trying to give you. I'm sorry if loving me felt like a burden. With that said, even though it was hard, I've cherished every bit of love you've ever given me, and I'll always be endlessly grateful for you. I know I didn't always show love the right way, but it was real. There were days where I was distant, but it wasn't because I didn't care. It was because I was just scared you'd see the mess I was and walk away. But you stayed longer than most, and that means more than you'll ever know." So this person, it's almost like, even though maybe you didn't have a lot of time with them, they cherished every moment that they did have with you. And if they pushed you away, it's because they have this energy where it's like, I gotta change me. Like, I'm not worthy of love. I'm not worthy to be with someone as amazing as Pile 2. There's a huge lack of being able to see themselves as lovable. And my guides also wanted me to share this skit. I'm not good at skits, but this is by Reed Olson. And it starts out with a conversation with his girlfriend that he's really trying to please. And then it's almost like his higher self comes in and starts talking to him about the understanding that he needs to gain. And so I'm going to read it to you. Hopefully this works and makes sense. So the conversation between him and his girlfriend, he says, "Why are you ignoring me?" "I'm not ignoring you, but I never see you anymore. Because I don't have time right now. Or am I just not worth it?" "That's not what I'm saying, but it is what you're telling me. I'm just busy." "Do you mean I'm not good enough?" "It's not you, it's me. But if I was worth it, you'd spend time with me. I guess I just don't want this," she says. "I can change if you tell me how. I don't want you to change. So you'd want me if I stayed the same?" "No." "So what would make you want me?" "I don't know how to answer that." "Tell me the truth," he says. Now the conversation with the smart guy coming in, or his higher self, he says, why do you want to know the answer to that question? Well, because I like her. I want her to like me. But you don't have to change who you are. But she doesn't want who I am. Does she even know who you are? What are you talking about? Do you like any of the things that you're doing? I mean, yeah, it's fine. But would you ever do those things for yourself? No. So why would you do it for her? Because I like to do nice things for people I care about. Is there something wrong with that? No, but look at this. He was making her a meal. But look at this food. She hasn't even touched it. Well, yeah, that just means it's not good enough. But you're just doing more. And what's wrong with that? Nothing. But more isn't better if someone's not hungry. So what should I do? Focus on making it better, but it's probably a good idea to find someone who's not starving, but really does want good food. So this person, the truth of the situation here is this person just kept thinking, maybe you were very busy and they didn't feel like, they just assumed that meant that you didn't have time for them because you didn't like them, or that they weren't good enough. This person filters in all the information around them and it's like it's all a story about their worth. Like if this happens, that means I'm not good enough. If that, because they believe that all of the problems outside of them, all the flaws, are caused by all the flaws they hold, and they are constantly trying to figure out how to be better, how to be worthy, how to be good enough. And that's a tragedy that this person felt like they couldn't show up as they truly are and be loved. So yeah, they were always trying to become better, and it was for you, pile 2, because they loved you so much, or they love you so much. And moving on to what they want to say to you it's a poem by Joshua Poetry. He said, I wish that you could just love me, but I know that you can't, so I won't stand here trying to change your plans. So just leave me alone. I'll be fine. I'm tired of wasting all my time, because when I first said I loved you, you said no, but you never fully let me go. You'd sit on your throne and play with my heart, pull me in close and push me out far. You think I did all that because I had nothing else to do? No, I did it because I wanted to be with you, because I loved you. And I get it. Everyone wants to be taken care of. No one wants to be alone. You knew that I would always answer the phone. You knew that I'd always take time to hear what you had to say. You knew that even if you didn't love me, I would stay. I'm telling you that this ends today. I'm done because I was in love and you were just a little less alone. So this is from their perspective. This is kind of where they were at with things. It doesn't mean it is the facts of the situation, but that's how they perceived you, or the situation, that they couldn't be loved, and maybe that you just wanted to drag them along. There's a better way to say that, but I'm not sure what it is right now. They felt like they were just another warm body in your life, and that could be because of the way they perceive everything, and and the eye-opening truth here is that this person let you go. They walked away, but they didn't want to walk away with the 8 of Cups coming out in reverse, and they let you go for Pentacles coming out in reverse, because this person felt like, keeping you or staying in your world, staying in your energy was almost like holding on to something they shouldn't hold on to. So they walked away even when they didn't want to, and they released you so you could move on, so you could be happy, so you could find someone that they felt was more worthy of you than they could ever be. It's gonna make me cry. And the quotes that my guides want me to share for the eye-opening truth is that their heart was broken by this. This is by Exiting Egypt on TikTok. She said, I know it broke your heart. I know it hurt your feelings, the way things happened, the way things turned out, the way you wished it could have been. I know it broke your heart. I want to let you know you didn't deserve it. You did not deserve the pain that you were put through. You did not deserve the way that they treated you. You did not deserve the things that happened. You didn't. But I also want to let you know that you can heal. I want to let you know that it doesn't always have to feel like a broken heart all the time. And healing for that, sometimes the healing comes, and there's healing for that. And sometimes the healing comes with work. It comes with therapy. It comes with getting the help that you need to get through to the other side. It comes with being able to be by yourself for a bit. And I know it broke your heart, but I hope it fixes your vision. Know that, and that you deserve better. I hope you stay free from people, places, and things that would keep breaking your heart again and again, because you deserve that too. Be gentle with yourself and keep going. And so this is where they were at. Their heart was broken, and they felt like, I can't stay here because my heart will just keep breaking. And also they wanted me to share this quote. I don't know who said this, but it says, I was today years old when I realized that I loved people who needed to be loved, not people who could love me back the way I needed to be loved. So this person saw the whole situation as, that you just wanted their love, but that you were incapable of loving them. This is really hard to do this reading for some reason. This person may have a difficult time communicating how they feel, and I totally get it. It's not the easiest thing. Okay, and now, so yeah, they let you go, they let this situation go, and they really, really did not want to, but they felt like they had to. And now the message to help heal your heart, viewer, is that, again, I feel like they felt like you would be more happy elsewhere. You can see this is the 10 of Cups. This is like the family card, the marriage card, the happily ever after card. And in the Knight of Pentacles, you can see this person is looking the opposite way of this happiness, and kind of like in a darker place. This person they thought like the only thing they could do here is turn their back on the whole situation, turn their back on you. And you may have taken that as like, oh wow, they're bitter, they're cruel, what's going on with this person? But my guides wanted me to share this quote. It says, I can cut you off and still love you. I can stop speaking to you and still care for you. I can let you go and still wish you the best. If I leave you alone, it's not to be petty or bitter. It's because I need to do what's best for me. And if I let you go, it's because I need to be happy with or without you in my life. So I don't feel like this person cutting you off was to hurt your feelings or to make you feel any sort of way. I feel like they thought this is the best thing to do for you to have your happily ever after. But the other thing that they want to say here is, this person has held love for you this whole time, and they still love you. And this is another message coming through for the healing of your heart. And it's from this person, because they have loved you this whole time. And the lyrics actually come from a song called Wish You Knew by Vault Boy. And they go like this. I wish you knew how much I love you. I wish you knew how bad I need you here. I wish you knew how much I miss you. I wish you knew how bad it hurts to hear that you're not liking it on earth anymore. So this person is like sending so much love your way. It's really beautiful, and it's going to make me cry. These readings are making me cry today, goodness. And the oracle cards that my guides want me to share with you. First, we have Patience. It says, slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. So, there was a big misunderstanding here when this person cut you off so you could have your happily ever after, so you could be with someone better. It wasn't because they don't love you, because they do. There's a lot of heartbreak here. I have to keep stopping, fanning my eyes so I don't cry through the whole thing. But the other oracle card is unity. It says, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. And the last oracle card is world. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. So yeah, maybe this reading is helping bring clarity to the situation, and yeah, a time of divine understanding and renewal. So I hope this is helpful. If you ever need Tier fans, oracle cards work great, and I wish you the best with this situation, and we'll talk to you next time. Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This is a message about what if it's not actually over. This is a message for those of us who have had a relationship end and we weren't necessarily sure why, what happened, what went sideways. It's not a message for anyone who is wanting to reconcile a relationship with someone who is abusive and cruel. That relationship ended, and you know why, because you deserve so much better. So, but for those of us who had someone who maybe you just had some sort of misunderstanding, I'm hoping that this message will bring in some clarity and healing for you. So first we're going to talk about the situation that started the divide, and then we're going to channel in a message about what they want to say to you, the eye-opening truth, and then a message to mend your broken heart. So this reading starts out with the Tower card in reverse. I feel like this person or you, I'm not sure, always take these readings as they resonate, but someone here was going through an incredibly difficult time. But this is not something that they let anyone know about. This is someone who will go around smiling, giving, loving, laughing, like nothing's wrong when they're falling apart inside. This person may keep a lot of their feelings hidden and a lot of what they're going through hidden. And I feel like it's because they don't want to be a burden to other people. And also, this is someone who has so much anxiety about what people think of them and how they were received. The quote that they want me to share, this is by Legit on TikTok. I'm going to try so hard not to laugh because it's so relatable. It's called Post Hangout Anxiety. I'm so glad we got to chill. How do you think it went, realistically? Do you think you could stomach hanging out with me again? If you had fun, that means I'm a good person. I just want to feel safe, bro. Did I say anything weird? Should we just part ways? Should we just part ways permanently? It will definitely hurt, but I'm open to it. Just rip off the Band-Aid. I can take it. Do you think I'm funny? Do you think I'm insecure for asking? I should have snappier antidotes. Stupid. Are you guys pretending to like me? Is this some elaborate years-long prank? Because that would be hilarious. What if we just loved each other unconditionally? I'm down. Can't help but feel like I've revealed too much about my personality. You freaking hate me. Admit it. So this person thinks like they may have this feeling like everyone just hates them and that they're too much or something like that. And I would say they're wrong, because you definitely didn't feel that way, but that's kind of the energy. Yeah, there's like this storm of anxiety inside and they don't tell people about it. Yeah, this is someone who is more quiet about their internal suffering. They also wanted me to share this quote. It says, this is by the 143 movement. And it goes like this. Look closer at those quiet warriors, the ones who lift others while carrying their own mountains, who offer light while navigating their own darkness. Their smiles aren't masks of deception, but badges of resilience. Their laughter doesn't deny their pain, it defies it. So next time you see someone making the impossible look easy, remember beneath that peaceful surface often runs the deepest current. Sometimes the strongest hearts are the ones that have been mended countless times, and the brightest spirits are those who have learned to shine through their scars. So, yeah, this person, they try so hard to show up for people in a way that makes other people feel loved and safe. This person is a giver. This person loves deeply, and they never, like, well, I'm not going to say never, but they try really hard to keep all that they feel would be unpleasing to others under wraps. Like, keep it hidden, keep it, because they don't want to be a burden to other people. It's like they want people around them to feel light, to feel happy, and yeah, and any way that they can make that happen, they're going to do their best to make that happen. So what this person would want to say to you is that you are their greatest wish, the Nine of Cups. And this is a poem by Andrew Messina, and it goes like this. When I said you look pretty, what I meant was I could die and live 1,000 lives as a dog or a tree, experience every bit of aged beauty throughout all of time, and I could come back to this moment and still tell you that you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And sometimes that's a bit overwhelming for me. My sentences become a bit unstructured. My mind refuses to let you know that you run circles in it. But I don't think I have to tell you. I think a part of you knows, just never says, knows that I am not just fond of your smile, but also the way you spill ketchup on your shoes, knows that I like your laugh, but also when you're so serious that your expression says what words cannot, knows that I like when we talk, but also when we tell each other things not many people know, knows that I'm glad you liked my pasta, but also knows that I won't ever order you a hamburger with a bun, knows that I admire your love for nature, but also really enjoy watching you tie a line on your fishing rod, knows that I won't ever think about you, no, I won't ever think that you're perfect, and I'll never ask you to be, because I'll always think you're the most beautiful thing. This person, yeah, there is a lot that they wanted to say that they never said. And I feel like they assumed that you knew how they felt about you. Because, yeah, what's standing out to me in this poem is, I don't think I have to tell you. I think a part of you knows, just never says. So, yeah, I feel like they assumed that the way they treated you, what they did for you, or how they showed up in this relationship was all that needed to be said. And like the words, the actual words like, I love you, you are my greatest wish, you know, though they never said that to you. It may have been a little bit too intense to share for this person. And I feel like you showed up in this relationship in a specific way because of how you view yourself. This is the hanged one, and this is a really unique image for this card. It's a woman, and she's like hanging over, and there's this black snake that she's standing on. And I feel like there is a lie or something about yourself that you've believed this whole time in this relationship with this person, and yeah, it was a lie. And so the way you showed up in this relationship is not the way they expected. They expected you to know that you are lovable and to be able to receive that love without having to explain it to you, without having to affirm that to you. They thought it was clear. But I feel like there's some sort of grief or some sort of pain that you went through, and it changed the way you view love and yourself and your lovability. And I don't think this person knew that about you. And so what happened was they poured all of this love into this relationship, but because you were in this state of not being able to receive it or feel worthy of it, they took the situation as like, there's no reciprocation here, there's no love for me. And so they made a judgment call on this relationship, little bit of a hasty one, I would say, with the Knight of Wands coming out. And it's like they became the song that I teach tarot with music. The song for the Emperor is Titanium by Sia. And so instead of being in this, I don't know, I don't want to say this person, yeah, this person may have armored up. Like, I'm giving so much and not getting anything back. So that means ... You know, that means that pile 3 doesn't love me. That means these things. And the eye-opening truth is that this is how they were feeling about that. There's a specific kind of grief that comes with realizing you celebrated people who never once celebrated you. You showed up, you poured in, you gave when you had nothing to spare. And maybe at the time, that giving felt so good. It felt like love. It felt like support. But now it feels different because you're finally honest enough to admit the energy never came back. You were the one rooting for everyone else, clapping the loudest, paying the bills, buying the gifts, carrying the load. But when it was your turn, silence. Not because you're hard to love, but because some people get real comfortable taking without giving, especially when you're the one who's always been strong, generous, and fine. It hurts, not because they didn't celebrate you, because deep down, a part of you is hoping maybe this time they would. And you're not being petty for feeling like that. You're not dramatic either. You don't need to keep proving your worth through overgiving. You don't need to beg for someone to see what's already undeniable. Stop pouring into people who mirror the love back. This is about relational reciprocity. Start celebrating yourself the way you always wish other people would, because you were never too much. You just gave to people who were never willing to hold it. So, yeah, there's like a really deep wound that this person had because they felt like you were not, that you didn't love them back, that you didn't care, like that you, well, and they also want me to share this. This is by Jimmy Knowles. He's brilliant. He said, "You weren't sorry when I was begging you for the bare minimum. You weren't sorry when I was the only one bending over backward to make this relationship work. And you weren't sorry when I had tears in my eyes. But now you can see in my eyes that something has changed. And you're sorry. Me too. I'm sorry I didn't realize sooner how to stand up for myself and learn what I deserved in a relationship. I'm sorry that I allowed you to treat me the way you did for so long. I'm sorry I believed words and not actions, and I'm sorry I abandoned my own needs and actions because I was so afraid of being abandoned. But I have good news. I'm not afraid anymore." So yeah, this is what got this person into this Emperor energy, like this, no one's gonna mess with me. I'm not going to overgive here. I've done that enough, and I'm tired of being taken advantage of, and I'm just gonna leave. I'm done here. I'm gonna leave. And I feel like this whole time, like they didn't know. Honestly, is this you at the beginning? This could be you that was, went through this tower in reverse, but you pretend like everything's fine. This could actually be you. And that's why this person didn't understand where you're coming from. And they didn't know what it is that you were grieving. You can see she's grieving, like she can't even stand up straight anymore. Ooh, and that makes me want to cry. I'm sorry if you went through something very difficult that changed the way you show up in relationships. This person didn't know that. They didn't see that, and they just thought you were not giving to the relationship. But I can see that there's a big wound here. And we can see here that you were hiding away. Yeah, because of all of this, you were hiding away. Or if this resonates for you on the other side, your person was hiding away because there was a deep wound, like a tower moment, something that crumbled their life and changed them forever. And so they hid away. But for the healing message, my guides wanted me to share this quote by Isabella Dorta. She said, "When I said that I am fuckable, not lovable, it's not to say that I'm only desirable for sex, because believe me, I know my body is not the sort of body boys beg to have sex with. It is to say that I do not think I am someone who anyone can truly love. I'm too much work, too difficult, too complex, and I can feel myself waiting for him to realize this, to throw in the towel and tell me you're just too much to deal with, because they always do. Eventually, they always come to the same conclusion. They realize I'm too much work, not as fun as they originally thought I would be. I'm just fuckable, not lovable. I'm not the girl that they marry or fall in love with. I am just the time passer, someone for them to have a bit of fun with, and that's all I'll ever be. So if you were the Emperor, okay, let's just say we're resonating on that side of the reading and not understanding your person, I feel like, yeah, the reason your person was mute, the reason they didn't reciprocate is because they felt like an object. This is really sensitive. This is really painful. And it's something that they couldn't talk about. But if you're resonating with that side of the reading, the Emperor, this person is wanting to say to you that you were the best thing that ever happened to them. And you may be confused, like, they didn't even reciprocate. They didn't even talk to me. They didn't say anything, do anything, or whatever. What this person wants to tell you, pile 3, if you're resonating with the Emperor energy, because I feel actually this reading is for the Emperor who was like, I'm not going to give any more of myself to someone who's not reciprocating. What this person wants to say to you is this: hey, you are the best thing that's ever happened to me. So could you please stay in my life forever? I feel like you were different. Yeah, you were different. And you showed this person, because the Hanged One is actually about a perspective shift. You show this person that there's a possibility that they are lovable, and that meant the world. And the oracle cards my guides want me to share, first we have abundance. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. The moon in reverse, which is like all of this truth coming to light, and what is hidden being exposed so that healing can happen. At the bottom of this card, it reads, pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Then we have Cracker. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. And then we have love. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. And the last card is Key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So that is the message for you, pile 3. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time. Hi, Pile 4, and welcome to this reading. This is a message all about what if it's not actually over. And of course, this is just to bring clarity to a relationship that came to an end, that you don't quite understand what happened, how everything unfolded. It's not to encourage anyone to return to a toxic or abusive partner, because you deserve better. And Pile 4, your reading is very different than the others. I feel like you and your person have already overcome a lot, but there is a separation at this time. My guides wanted me, the current situation is, it's just, they wanted me to share this TikTok video, and this girl says, you came, and the guy responds, you called. And I feel like you have each other's backs, and maybe you're going to see this person, they're coming to see you. Maybe the distance between the two of you is going to be closed. Maybe whatever separated you is being resolved, and your guides are saying, actually, it's time to believe in fairy tales again. They wanted me to read this quote by, it's a poem by Grandma on TikTok, and it goes like this. You should probably start reading fairy tales again. I think you're getting old enough. I'm talking the most unbelievable made-up lands with dancing trees and talking animals that served you once before. You started off so open to the world, anything was possible, but then the fires came. Some things burned up completely. Some things survived. For better or worse, you started knowing better, recognizing the patterns of this world's harshness, loss, suffering, greed, and it left you naked, confused, vulnerable. Familiar, isn't it? It's what it was like as a child. I think you might be getting close to that again. I think you're ready to not know any better. I think you're ready to read some fairy tales. I feel like I think you're about to manifest a life and a relationship with this person that seems like it would be from a fairy tale. Because it's almost like unreal. How is this happening? How, like, this person means so much to me, and how did they find me? How did we make this work? How did we come back together? It just seems like a miracle to you. And what this person wants to say to you is the lyrics of the song, Oh My Love, My Darling. I don't know who sings this. Is it the Righteous Brothers? Is it Elvis? Like, so many people sing it, so I'm not sure. But the lyrics go like this. Oh my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. Oh, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. So you may have been separate from this person, but it's like they have longed for you this whole time. And I feel like, yeah, you came, like they came because you called. They're somehow, yeah, you're closing this gap between the two of you. And my guides wanted me to share, well, as far as the truth of the situation is that this breakdown in your relationship was actually a breakthrough. And they wanted me to read this quote. It says, what if these arguments you keep having isn't proof that you guys are broken, but it's actually a sign that something important is trying to get your attention? Because sometimes when two people are unhealed, wounds come together. They don't just, with unhealed wounds come together, they don't just love each other, they act as mirrors. Your fear of abandonment meets their fear of being smothered, where silence triggers their anxiety, their defensiveness hits you right in that spot that feels like I've never felt seen or heard in my life. It's not about the dishes or someone forgetting to call when they said they would. It's about everything that came before it, the pain that neither one of you have been able to identify. That's the real problem. Not that you guys don't love each other, but that you're carrying years of unresolved hurt into every conversation, wounds that started long before you even met, and they keep coming up in your relationship over and over again. It's time to start focusing on understanding yourself and your partner. This is by your friend Misha on TikTok. But so I feel like, yeah, this breakdown, it's calling the two of you to go inward. Maybe you have done this. Maybe that's why things are coming together. You've done this and you're starting to understand yourself better. You're starting to understand your partner better. And because you understand your partner better, the truth of the situation is that it's like your soul is longing to be close to them again. The quote my guides want me to share goes like this. I wish I could hug you every time you feel like no one is there for you, every time the world feels too heavy, every time the silence in your room feels louder than your own heartbeat. I may not always be beside you, but my heart is always with you. I wish I could take away all the nights you've cried that you've cried quietly in your pillow, all the mornings you've woken up pretending you were okay. I wish I could remind you that surviving is also a form of courage, and that every piece of you that kept going despite all the pain is proof of your strength. One day, the heaviness will lift. One day, your laughter will return like sunlight after a long winter. Until then, close your eyes and feel me there in spirit, holding the pieces of you that you can't carry alone. That poem's by The Fallen One. I feel like the two of you have come a long way, And because you understand yourself and your partner more, the gap between you is closing. And this is really beautiful. I haven't even gotten into the tarot yet because your reading is different. It's like not an issue between the two of you anymore. It's an issue about the people in your environment. Yeah, so I feel like this reconciliation is going to piss somebody off. We have the Queen of Swords coming out in reverse. This could be a feminine energy, a mother, I don't know, someone in your life, a feminine energy is very angry or has a lot of opinions about this reconciliation. And I feel like when you tell this person or tell people, they're going to bombard you with opinions and ideas of like what you should do, and how you should do things. They may feel like that they have the right to do this to you. I am going to say that this is very unfair. Like, you're a grown-ass human and you can make your own choices, but there's someone here that is going to let you know that they do not approve of this connection, of your person. I'm not sure what it is that they're actually upset about. It could be even a past partner that's upset. It could be an air sign, with the Queen of Swords in reverse. But I feel like you may feel really overwhelmed by the situation, by this person's frustration about it. And this person's going to tell you a lot of things. Most of them untrue, to get you out of balance, to make you doubt your path, to make you feel like, oh, well, this won't be good for me, but they have ulterior motives here. They're trying to manipulate the situation to be what they want it to be, to serve them in some way. And yeah, you can see this guy here, he's like barely being able to stand because all these lies and all these opinions being thrown at him. But your guides are saying, it's so interesting with the Six of Pentacles in this deck. Here we have an elephant, and I was just like, elephants have a great memory. I just heard that when I saw this card. Your guides are asking you to remember who you are, and the sun to me represents the solar plexus chakra, and all this yellow here. Remember who you are and the power that you have to choose for yourself, and rise above the lies that are being told to you, the things that are making you be in fear or doubt your path. Rise above them and get a bigger perspective of the situation, because someone is trying to make you feel like everything's going to go wrong, and trying to disturb your peace. And goodness, I hate to say this to you, because then we also have the Five of Wands coming out too. So this is all about conflict, people having like a battle about differing opinions. Like, everybody has an idea of what you should be doing here, but your guides are saying remain balanced and know that it's okay to do what's best for you. And if you feel like this relationship is in alignment with you, if you love this person, if you feel like this is the path you're supposed to take, pay attention to your inner voice, your intuition, because your soul knows its path better than anybody else. And that's always been the case. Every time that you had to abandon yourself to please others, there's a quote that I was reading, like, look at where that's gotten you. So much pain, so much heartbreak. I've experienced this myself before, where I abandoned myself so profoundly to make sure everyone else was happy, and I lost myself. And that, I feel like, when we stand in our power and choose a path or a life or a career or whatever that's good for us, and everyone else has a problem with it, and they abandon you, they shame you, they try to make you feel bad for choosing you, that abandonment hurts, right? But there's no abandonment that hurts worse than abandoning yourself. And I've experienced this so many times. I finally learned my lesson. No abandonment hurts worse than the abandonment of, abandoning yourself. And so I do see that that is actually going to be the biggest challenge that you're going to face in this reconciliation. But my guides wanted me to share this quote by Alpha Motivation. And they said, you need 3 friends in your life. You need a truth teller, someone that's willing to call you out on your BS and tell you the truth and hold you accountable to what you say. You need a confidant, someone that you can tell anything to, and they're going to protect that information, and they're going to counsel you in a way that is fruitful for you. And you need a ride or die, someone that will answer your call at 3 a.m. and call and say, hey bro, I need you to get your stuff. And the only thing they say is, I'm on my way. So let's say, you choose to go down this path. Everyone's mad at you. I can't believe you're reconciling with this person, or I can't believe, whatever they have to say. Really, let's say they all abandon you. They're all mad. I mean, maybe it's your family, your friends, and they're like, wow, I can't believe you're doing this. The only thing you really need are these 3 friends in your life, like these good, solid friends. And then everyone else who is trying to give you advice that isn't fruitful for you, trying to, I want to say, like, exploit your dreams, or like try to make you feel shame about what it is you're doing or something like this. You don't need these people. And I know that's really hard to say, because especially when they're family, but family worth having is family that celebrates you and what makes you happy. And friends worth having would do the same. And so, I don't know. The song that my guides wanted me to share to represent this situation is called The Resistance by Skillet. And the lyrics they want me to highlight are, they can take my heart, they can take my breath when they pry it from my cold dead chest. So I felt like, yeah, if you have people that are trying to take over your path and what you're feeling called to do, your purpose, your relationship, your guides are saying stand your ground and do not let them take your heart or your breath or what makes your heart beat and what makes you feel alive, and protect it. And because you deserve happiness, you abandoning yourself to make these people happy is going to completely smother your joy and this beautiful relationship that's available for you. It's going to completely smother it, and you deserve so much better than that. And the healing, the message to mend your broken heart that my guides want me to share is the lyrics from Here Comes the Sun. I do feel like this reconciliation is going to be like the sun coming out again. The lyrics go like this. Little darling, the smile's returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say it's all right. I actually feel like this is your guides coming through and saying, it's time for your smile to return. And it's time for this sunshine to melt the ice of the loneliness and the pain that you've been through. And I do feel like your person, even though you're apart right now, it seems in this reading, even though you're apart right now, their heart is with you. They love you so much, and they're really wanting to support you. And also, your guides want me to share this quote. It says, I found someone who loves me so loudly, I forgot there was ever a time that I had to beg for it. So this person is going to love you in all the ways that you've always hoped to receive love. And yeah, and this seems like a relationship worth fighting for, and unfortunately you are going to have to navigate some conflict. But the oracle card that my guides wanted me to share is proposal. And it reads, a romantic or business opportunity is indicated, but you may marry this person, or maybe you're thinking about that and that's where the conflict lies. I'm not sure, but that's the message for you, pile 4. It seems like you have a really beautiful relationship, and the two of you have done a lot of inner work and a lot of healing to get where you are. And because of that, it's like you have this power couple energy about you. And it's almost like anytime light meets light and it gets brighter and brighter, the challenge, or it's almost like the darkness wants to smother that because it would be so powerful. So protect what it is that you're building because it matters so much. So that's the message for you. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time.